Hi there. Today we're going to be talking about the distance formula. And when I'm talking, what we're trying to do is we're trying to find the distance between 2 points on our coordinate plane. So we have here 2 points. We've got the point 1, 6 and the point 2, 4. Now I want to find the distance between these 2 points. Now with this diagram right here, we see we've got kind of a diagonal line. And if I draw a line straight down from 1 point, straight down from 1, 6, and then a line straight over from 2, 4, you should see that we form a triangle right here. And if you remember from the other day, we can find the lengths of sides on triangles by using the Pythagorean theorem. That was a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And if I want to use this, I can use this here. I would just have to find the lengths of my 2 sides. And the way that we would find the lengths of our 2 sides, the 2 green sides right here, is for the bottom one, I would subtract my x values. So I'd have 2 minus 1. And for this one over here, I would subtract 4 minus 6. So what I have is so the second x value minus the first x value squared plus the second y value squared. And notice this looks very similar to up here. Instead of a and b, we have the parentheses here. We put this all inside of one square root. That's instead of having the c squared over here. This is our distance formula. This is what we're going to be using for these types of problems. And if we try this out for this problem right here, I'm going to put this in green. We would have 2 minus 1 plus 4 minus 6 and that's all inside of a square root right there. Well, 2 minus 1 is 1. And 4 minus 6 is negative 2. Well, 1 times 1 is 1. And negative 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. So negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. We add those together, we get the square root of 5, and if you use your calculator, you'd get a big old decimal for that. But this is the general idea that we have. Let's go ahead and take a look at a couple examples in a little bit more detail here. Okay, so we've got 2 problems right here, and we want to go through and we want to find the distance between these 2 points. We're still going to use our same formula. Like that. So here, if I'm plugging in my points from this one, I'm going to have 8 minus 4, and then 7 minus 6. Eight minus 4 will give us 4. And then 7 minus 6 gives us 1. 4 squared is 16. 1 squared is 1, because that's 4 times 4 and 1 times 1. And if I add 16 plus 1, that gives me 17. And I'm going to need my calculator for this part, because I can't do this in my head, and I doubt you can either. Square root of 17 is about 4.123. So I'm just going to make this about 4.12. We just want to go with 2 decimal places there, but many of these answers are going to be decimals. That's okay. So this would be our answer here. That is the distance between these 2 points. Let's do the same thing down here. This is going to be just the same, except we've got a negative there with the 3, so you need to be careful. So we've got 4 minus 1 first. And then we're going to have 2 minus negative 3. Now, 2 minus negative 3, that's the same thing as 2 plus 3. So this part's going to become 5. And then 4 minus 1 will be 3. Three squared is equal to 9. 5 squared is equal to 25. And 9 plus 25 will give us 34. Now, once again, I'm going to want to use my calculator for this part. Take the square root of 34, and that gives me 5.83. So that's how we find the distance between 2 points.